The first step to accessing your Zoom account will be open a browser and head to zoom.us. Once there, you'll click the sign in, not the orange sign up button, but the blue sign in next to it. You'll type in your email address and then your password. From there, we're in the profile section. This is where you can show your meeting ID. This will be randomly generated. If you go over to the right over here, you can click edit, and that'll allow you to change it. I personally use my office phone number. It's easy to remember, and that way if students ever need to, it can be there. So then you'll show this part here. We'll copy this, and what I'm going to do is I post it into my syllabus. What this link allows to do, so make sure you hit a space after you paste it, that way it turns into a link. When it's in my syllabus spot, what it allows me to do is it allows me to tell my students that's where it is. And by doing the Zoom this way, it's a meeting that's always open, but they cannot go into unless you're there. So as the professor, if you go into this meeting link, students will be able to join and see your class. But if you're not in there, nothing can happen. They can't go in there, they can't view each other, all that kind of stuff. By default, there is a waiting room. So if you go into the Zoom, you'll have to manually accept people in. You can turn that off under the settings here. It should be meeting, or the first option in the settings is the waiting room. The waiting room is a nice security feature if you're worried about someone coming in and interrupting your classes. But with it on, I have heard of people where students will try to join the lecture a couple minutes late and not be able to get in because there is a waiting room and the professor doesn't notice that they're out there trying to get in, so they don't let them in. It's really up to you. I prefer to do my Zoom this way instead of creating an individual meeting. In Canvas, you can go to the Zoom section and then create individual meetings just for those classes. But I prefer just to tell people, hey, click on this link at 12 o'clock. What's nice about this too is if you have this link here, you can come in. As soon as you click on it, it will actually open a meeting for you, and then that's where the meeting will start to open up. And so that's the best way to use Zoom in Canvas.